Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the AOC Cyber Gamer Premier League Championships. My name is Matthew Judge Brand, and back on the desk is Sam Monkey Fist Royals. We're coming in with our second map in the matchup between Legacy Esports and G0 Gaming, Ground Zero Gaming. Yeah. And that first map, that was a shocker. It was real close.
Yeah, I suppose Legacy can be pretty happy that it wasn't their map pick. They're going on to Mirage, which is their map pick, so they could be a bit confident in that. We spoke before, we're kind of expecting Legacy with their their lineup changes, like they might struggle a bit, but they're definitely impressed so far.
They certainly did. For those of you that are just joining us, Legacy went down 16-14 to Ground Zero, who came back in what we thought was a done and dusted final round there on the 30th, but Ground Zero brought it through. We thought we were going to overtime. We thought first map, overtime, that we're setting the tone for CGPL champs. But no, we didn't. Now we're heading to map 2. And we did get confirmation Athletico against Masterminds, and AF has taken it through the first map 16-12. So they were 15-12 just before the break, and they managed to pull it through just as we went off camera. So well done to Athletico. They're heading to their second map as well, and let's see if either of these matchups can pull it through in a 2-0. Keep this day moving quick.
Yep, moving quick. We won't be, deduced to delirium this week.
Not this week, no. We do have T-Ball coming on broadcast later. He's going to sub in for me, and we'll get the rotations happening. But we will be heading into this second map in just a moment as the players have been getting set up. Of course, we can see Dizzy talking mad strats there with his team over at Legacy. And the Ground Zero boys, I've got to say, highlight so far has been the fist bump. We got one fist bump on camera.
One fist bump on camera. It's like a land tradition, isn't it?
It is. Oh, always. Always a land tradition. We are in game, though. This is Mirage. Ground Zero starting on the CT side. Legacy playing it on the T.
Prackham's gone for plenty of utility, so I would say they're hoping to get some kind of execute going. Everyone's towards B, really. We're going to see Mizu, and we've got old mate Dioxide as well, sussing out through the tunnel.
Juice was playing up on short, just over the top of them. Not going to see them as he backs it right back up to B. Now moves back towards short again. So he's covering angles here. Of course, the first round, pistol round. And now we're going to see the push out onto the A site. Willie misses the push, and it's Panic who starts off with Juice. Dizzy finds Willie, and Extinct smoked off into CT here. Pushes forward into the smoke. Not going to find anybody yet. Mizu finds Majestic, and we're left with Void and Extinct. Extinct looks for Mizu here, and he finds him, looking for another. It's Dizzy on the boxes. Dioxide finds Void, and Dizzy will close it out, picking up Extinct. And Mizu, the only one going down there for Legacy. It's a relatively clean round.
Yeah.
And the 1-0 starts it off.
And, it was good to see Legacy had a plan. They went for mid control, boosted one up into window, and just hit A, and they just overwhelmed the CTs. And it was so nicely done from them.
Unfortunately, Willie was trying to watch both the entry from Connector from mid and Palace and trying to cover two angles. And the timing, yet again, he was watching the Palace angle when everyone pushed in so he couldn't get any early shots. Prackham looking to flash himself in just in case he wants to push the top of mid. Not going to yet, but we do see great firepower here for the side of Legacy to start up round number 2.
Indeed. They're still taking it nice and slow. Dioxide's right below window, and wow, Willie is going to get the 1 dig onto him after he's going to get smoked on out. It's a lot of noise.
Yeah. The Earth boys getting their desk chants going in the background.
The boom boom clap.
That's it. It's a staple, but you don't mess with a classic. Legacy looking for the push now on B. Willie does stop Prackham and Dizzy, but Panic finds Majestic. Willie looking for another. It's Mizu who will put him down, and we do have the site here for Legacy. 2v3 Ground Zero with CZ Deagle P250. They could take this back, so we know how powerful those pistols are.
They're also going to salvage an AK and a UMP, so they're in a pretty good position right now. 2 coming from short, 1 from Market. Void is going to be the first one to peak, and Panic's going to take him on down. Extinct is going to get the double with the Deagle, and they're going to get this round. The anti-eco coming through once again for Ground Zero.
Well done to Ground Zero. It's AK picked up for Juice and Extinct to carry over into round number 3. And we've got a tie game already. Ground Zero keeping this one close.
Yep.
Got to shout out Willie on that one as well, the 3K in round number 2. Well done.
Well, Willie and Extinct, the only ones with kills on the side of Ground Zero's side. 3 apiece.
Let's see how we go.
Looks
Moving
like
in
it's
round number 3, mate.
Yeah, Legacy's turn to be relegated to the pistols only. Few Deegs, P250s, and is that one Glock? Oh no, sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Glock on Prackham.
This one he's picked up though, so maybe he
Loves the Glock, though.
Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. Prackham is going to start off with a dink on it to who is that? Juice, I think. Yep. However, he was taken down in the end. Mizu's going to go down to 62 as well in connector. Extinct is wary of his position, but I think he's also very wary of a flashbang coming on through. Juice is going to get another one on his low HP as Mizu's going to face Extinct and go down 5-on-2. And this one's looking difficult here for Legacy, but, you know, we can't count him out. Okay, maybe 5-on-1 with the Deagle. It's possible, but it's
we can't
tall
count
order.
him out, he says, as Majestic gets a frag. Dizzy playing from unders here. Willie is above him, and he's going to look for the kill. Pops up, and Dizzy gets the frag.
Threw him in the air with that hand cannon. However, he's gone down to 8 HP. 1-on-4. It's possible to hit 4 more headshots, but it's going to be a hard task.
We're looking here. Dizzy getting his move on. 8 HP. Everybody waiting for him. It's Majestic that'll take him down. Watching from top of mid. And Ground Zero will win a second. Now they take the lead. And a quick switch from Legacy in the first to Ground Zero now heading into the fourth.
Indeed. Well, Legacy are going to be able to buy into this one, though. So that's on the plus side.
Certainly is. They've got an opportunity here. Let's see if they can make the most of it. Juice with the spray from window. And down to the top of mid. Not going to find anyone with it. And it's Majestic using plenty of utility to prevent anyone pushing through apps. It's only Mizu there, but he's not willing to go through the flame.
You have to be a brave man to do that. Looks like the smoke's going to come on out, land nicely in window. I don't think I've seen that one before. Normally players just toss it. Yeah,
I like that top of mid smoke.
Mizu is going to find Willie as Willie just couldn't find his footing and couldn't get some accurate shots in. I think Dizzy may have spotted Extinct there as well, but Dizzy's going to give away his position and Extinct is going to take him down. Prackham's there for the trade back, however, 4-on-3, but so many members on Legacy are low. Juice is feeling a bit inquisitive, and he is going to push up and find Prackham.
We're left with the 2v3 favour to Legacy, and Legacy with a control bomb rotating through the T-spawn here. Going to come through ramp and up onto the site. We need the hold, though. Panic watching from CT. And Mizu. Panic going to pick up Juice. It's Dioxide on site, and Dioxide finds Majestic. We'll get the plant down, and Legacy takes out the round. No, maybe no plant down. Did not come through. Miss out on that cash.
This has been very, very back and forth, hasn't it?
It has. But we love that. It's tight Counter-Strike, and it's what we want here at LAN. 6 of the top teams of the region fighting it out. It's expected that we get this so close. It's just scary over times.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at the buy for Ground Zero. Like, they've afforded a decent one, except for Majestic is on the CZ and UMP for Willie.
Just a concern that with that CZ, need Majestic to play a little different. Don't want to play it. Perhaps the range of his teammates here.
Just pop out from behind corners. That's how you do it with the CZ.
That's it. Surprise. With minutes 15 left in round number 5. It's the first frag coming out from Prackham. Looks for a second here on Extinct. Gets him tagged up, and Dizzy going to finish it off. Nade back out on a short. Void picks up Panic. Dizzy playing from Palace now. Dioxide finds Majestic as Prackham goes down just prior. Dizzy peeks around to firebox and gets the frag. We're left with Willie KS remaining. He's going to pop. No, not going to pop out from window room. He's looking for jungle here. Looking to play this one out. Willie does get a tag down to Mizu. That smoke not going to quite cover it off, and Mizu will finish him off. Legacy win the round, and again, they're in the lead by a round.
All right, so going off previous trends, Legacy's going to win this one too, but then Ground Zero are going to win 2 back, and Or, you know.
And we'll be back at 4-4.
Yeah.
Absolutely right, my friend.
That was a decoy, was it? I was going to say that was an interesting flashbang, but no, it was decoy. They're all just going to run right up middle. Extinct is going to get one, and Void is also. So they're in the man advantage, but Void's on 2 HP, and, you know, they haven't been able to salvage any of these weapons they've dropped. Dizzy is going to stab Extinct in the back, and, yeah.
Figuratively, of course.
Oh, yeah. With his bullets.
With his bullets.
Stab him in the back with the bullets.
We do have the 3v3 now, as you mentioned, Void dangerously low, and that's going to be the frag from Dizzy there. As he pushes up through Con. Juice pushes now, and Dizzy has the advantage of the angle. And we're left with Willie, who is over on B and is looking to bring it back through apps.
All right, well, what's Willie going to do? Try and go for the long flank, obviously. Really no point in saving the USP. He might just sit here with a knife, hoping for a knife kill. Or, you know, he's just going to sit here and wait it out, deny them the extra money from killing him, I suppose.
He is slowly moving. Maybe he's going to pick up an exit through mid. Might find the frag on Dio and look to save that. Dio spots him, though, and it's not going to work out. Legacy, it does indeed take us to 4-2.
That's the kind of moment in matchmaking where you get someone typing in chat, lol, saving USP.
Yeah, that's right. You get that a lot, don't you, Sam?
Oh, no? I never save.
Always aggression. Speed and
I told you,
momentum,
highlight clips is where it's at.
That's it. Always looking for that 1v5 with the USP. Sam, Monkey Fist Royals, everybody, as we head into round number 7. And Legacy, inherent advantage here with the equipment as it's back onto the CZs and Deagles for ground 0. Void and Juice looking for those 1Ds. And it's going to be Legacy with mid control as it's a heavy ground 0 stack on A. Let's see if this works for them with the pistols.
Well, Deagle at that range, spam in the body and they're dead. I'm sure Dizzy's going to check the stairs though. Extinct is going to open up though. That's Panic going down. Wonder where that was to. They still haven't committed the bomb.
That was.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah, bomb still all the way back in spawn. Looks like Deoxide's going to go and grab that one. I think they're wary of the push through Palace coming out. That's what they might be expecting. But CT's with the man advantage here. I'm going to play too aggressive. Willie has gone down though to Prack and pushing up short, but Void is going to trade him on back, and Dizzy and Mizu are both going to chime in with 2. It's 1-on-3 now, and it's all up to Void on side with the Deagle. He's not going to last too much longer. And, you know, I suppose finally the trend has been broken. Legacy are going to stretch out to a 3-round lead.
They certainly are. 5-2 scoreline in Legacy's favour. And ground 0 on the double AWP now here in number 8. Juice and Willie picking that up. We've seen Willie do amazing things last map on the AWP, picking up 3Ks. Let's see if he can do that to turn this one in ground 0's favour and push them to a 3rd-round win.
Yep, Juice looking out from connector to the top of mid. He just looked the wrong way to allow Dizzy to cross, but Juice is there to punish Prackham when he attempts the same thing. Looks like a lot of members for Legacy are stacking up over towards the A bomb site. You're going to see Mizu trying to enter in. He's going to go low, but Deoxide is going to take down Extinct after he was taking down Majestic from the connector. Also going to take down Dizzy. It's all up to Dio and Panic. And Void is going to have an easy kill there. Pick up the AK, because who doesn't want an AK? Dio's got Majestic, but this is looking unlikely. 1-on-3. Not impossible, though. And Void is going to finish it off.
Void doing well. That's picked up some more frags for him. Now sitting on 5. Dizzy already having 10, but nipping at his heels. This map is Extinct on 9. And as ground 0 catch up, they're looking to back this one up again. Move this to 4-5. Let's see how they do on the site hold. 3 heading to A this time. 1 playing window down into unders to hold that bottom of mid.
If Ground Zero lose this one, they're going to be on the hard reset. They won't have much money across the board. So this one is even more important for them to win. Oh! Void! They all line up for him, and he's gotten himself a quick 3K. But 2 have been traded back. It's a 3-on-2, and the A site is open. but not for much longer as Willie will be rotating in. It's going to use that molly. That's going to land right where Prackham wanted to try and plant. And that is going to go on through. So 2 orbs and an M4 on the retake against 2 AKs. It's going to be tough, but it's not impossible. And Juicy is going to start it off. That's Prackham going down. All up to Dizzy now. He does have a fair amount of HP to work with, though, but his position has been spotted out. He's good for 1, but Juice is also going to get that second frag. And that's Ground Zero taking this one, bringing it just to the 1 round between them.
Juice pushing to pick up the utility from the Fallen in that round. He's come through with an extra. That's the incendiary there. And it's 4-5 on the scoreline. Heading into round 10, Ground Zero opportunity here to even the odds. Dioxide and Dizzy, quite a lot of cash, but I don't think we'll be seeing them buy up into this. Nope, it's going to be the pistol round again. And Prackham this time not on the Glock.
Yep, well, hard reset completely avoided for Ground Zero. Looks like fast play towards B, perhaps. Well, this is what we saw during the pistol round, wasn't it?
Certainly was.
Although we saw 2 go through unders to get the boost. Juice is just underneath the crosshair, and he is going to find Dizzy. Plenty of utility coming on out. I think Mizu also spotted him. He's going to have to retreat off of that one, though. Not a battle he wants to take head on.
Absolutely not. As we approach 1 minute remaining in round number 10. Still yet to see a second frag come out. Dizzy down to begin. Extinct now pushing into window. Watch it playing from jump here. Prackham. Cheeky shot. Looking for the boost and finds Willie KS. That's the straight back finally. Majestic finds Panic. Turns and gets Prackham. Kill on either side. Looks to Short. Looks to Van. And it's looking good here for Ground Zero. Juice picks up Mizu, who was sitting in abs. It's left to Dio. The smoke comes out, and if that smoke hit Dio, it would have been enough.
That would have been hilarious.
It's going to be Majestic picking up a 3K here, and Ground Zero do even the scoreline to 5-5.
All right, but we are going to see Legacy with a buy in this one. AWP coming out, of course. And I'd say 4 AKs, yep. Plenty of utility across the board. Panic's a bit low, but I don't think that's going to phase him too much, as his other teammates have plenty as for them. Nades coming out, of course. And looks like they've just slowed it down. It's a bit of a strange default with 3 towards A. Of course, 1 pushing through unders as well, and Prackham's decided we'll grab the bomb. We'll head towards A. So, yeah, we're going to be an A split, it looks like. 1 coming from Connector, 3 from A main, and 1 from Palace. Utility at the ready. It's going to be coming out, and Dizzy's going to be the first one to push on out with the AWP, but he's going to get traded out by Extinct. Extinct is also going to take Panic down by 40 HP, 50 HP. And Extinct is going to go for the reface and the headshot. 5-on-3 now, and the one coming through Connector really has to start making things work. However, I think he was taken down, and it's all up to Prackham now, and Majestic's going to finish him off. So, bit of a strange execute from Legacy. They're a bit slow. So they tried to enter with their AWP. He misses his shot, and he tries to jump back and is taken down, and no one's there for the trade, there for the follow-up. I suppose this is something we saw on Overpass of them just, obviously showing their newness. I don't know, their new
bit of a fresh lineup.
Yeah.
Still working through those kinks. And with Ground Zero back in the lead here, Dioxide goes for the push into short, and he's going to avoid the flame. No, he's not. Okay, he's down to flames again. It's Void that picks up Dizzy. Panic on Void. Prackham finds Willie and Panic. And Panic will go down. Mizu finds Extinct, though, for the trade to revenge for Panic's death. And we're left with the 1v2. Mizu and Prackham. Prackham on the AWP. Mizu with an M4. Majestic geared up to the teeth. Just missing a helmet.
Indeed. I don't think they even know where Majestic might be. So he's playing in con. He can keep an eye on A and quick rotate towards B if required. And that looks like where the bomb might be going. Quick trade of weapons. Mizu on the AWP because he's on 12 HP. Makes a lot of sense. Oh, looks like Majestic may be getting a bit noisy though, and he's coming up behind them. Oh, I think he might have spotted him too. They might not even expect this. They'll be looking towards short, towards market, and they're planning for apps as well. So this could be an easy round here for Majestic if he can just line this up properly. But I'm sure they're aware of his position now. But that incendiary might be enough. It's forced Mizu out, and that's an easy shot for Majestic. There we go. Mizu with the 1-on-2 clutch.
Well, Majestic 1-on-2.
Oh,
it's coming through Mizu.
Mizu was the one who died, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Poor Mizu.
You know when you say something with confidence and it's so wrong?
Yeah.
That was that.
That was one of those. Coming in to round number 13. It's Ground Zero leading by 2 here. 7-5 over Legacy. And with this bye, we're going to be seeing Legacy try and stick it to Ground Zero and take it back by 1 round. Coming up to the half. And I've got a good feeling about Ground Zero finishing this strong on their CT side. We'll just have to see if they can execute well on the tee and take this out in a 2-0 series. Regardless, it has been quite close. And it's good to see these teams fighting hard for it.
Indeed, looks like it's going to be another A execute. Everyone is gathered up by A main, 2 in Palace, of course. I think, Legacy really need to commit to it once the utility comes out. They can't, sit around the fringes of the site, and looks like that might be now. Flashbangs come on out. The ones in Palace haven't moved just yet. Of course. Looks like they're following up with more utility.
Mizu took a lot of damage there from what I assume was an incendiary. And now is the push. Void takes down Prackham. Extinct drops back into connector. Void finds Dioxide as well. Extinct having a look to see if he can find anything, but no one in his crosshairs. Oh. Juice will shoot through the smoke and find Mizu. Panic picks up Void, and the bomb has been dropped. Extinct will take down Panic, and it's left to Dizzy, who falls to Extinct, finding 2 for the round. And Ground Zero will take out another, making this 8-5.
So that was a bit better from Legacy, but I still think their A execute is quite lacking in, I suppose, cohesion once again. Not sure who's checking what angles and such, and in the end, they end up, losing the round. So 8-5, Ground Zero have won the half, of course.
Certainly have. Let's see if Ground Zero can push this 9-5 and maybe even 10 to finish their CT half as we wait for Legacy to push. Of course, this being the bye round. Legacy not showing their hand too much yet, looking for some picks. As we see the bomb on Dizzy slowly moving towards Apps. And Ground Zero going to start getting a little more aggressive here. We see Majestic push up. Needs to be careful of Panic coming from CT. They will meet each other. Majestic picks up Panic. It's Mizu on site. He has seen the gun from Extinct. But it's going to be Void taking the kill. Willie picking up Prackham. And this is looking good for Ground Zero to go. 9-5. Willie finds Dizzy. That's his second. Looking for a third here. It's Dioxide in Apartments. And he's being caught on all sides. Majestic pushing from behind. Willie on site looking to van. Dioxide does find Majestic. He's going to get that frag out to bench. Not going to connect. Juice looking for the push. Great molly to force the movement. Juice cannot get the shot. Dioxide looks for it himself, knowing he's being baited out. And it's Void that'll find the frag. And Ground Zero pushes this 9-5 as we come to the last round of the first half.
All right. And we are going to see 2 AWPs out once again for Ground Zero. I must say, Willie has been doing a great job on the AWP. He's not stepping up massively in frags, but when they are coming his way, he's hitting those shots.
And it's the setup for Ground Zero. 2 on A, 1 in window room. 1 on short being Willie. And Majestic playing down on the van, covering that Apps angle. Legacy pushing up here, mid-control, looking to establish it in a higher plane. Of course, we have Ground Zero covering short and con. So Legacy might have the strip, but they can't really do anything with it yet. Utility coming out from both sides to try and gain an advantage. Willie still holding here, looking, he's seen Panic, he gets tagged up and he needs to move back, flush out, just in case he gets pushed, but he doesn't. Extinct picks up Dioxide though. Panic watching the opposite angle. Mizu on the push here. Majestic goes to fight him, but it's Mizu with the Galil And the wallbang headshot. Mizu drops down. Willie picks him up, but Panic able to refrag. And we're left with a 3v3. Dizzy finds Extinct with the Deagle. It's now up to Void and Juice. Bomb planted on B. Void taking down Dizzy. Panic avoiding the flash here. Juice watching from market door. Prackham behind the van. Flash out for Juice. Juice takes some damage. Panic playing in the angle, and Void follows his flash through. Juice picks up Prackham. And Ground Zero managed to finish off the half strong 10-5.
That was a beautiful flash there at the end.
It certainly was. And with that, we're going to head to a short break and a word from our sponsors. Big thanks to Western Digital and their amazing range of SSDs. This is the AOC Cyber Gamer Premier League Championships, and we're in here on Mirage for Map 2 in the matchup between Legacy Esports and Ground Zero Gaming. We're coming in for the second half here, and this, of course, is Ground Zero on the T side. They're leading by 5 rounds at the half. Monkey Fist, this is a massive lead here for Ground Zero, especially if they can do well on T side.
Yep, they're looking poised to take it so far. If they get the pistol round, they're going to be probably going to take it. Yeah, I think that would have to be the thing that Legacy want to do to start it off with. And Prackham is going to get the first one before Juice is going to trade back Dio. He's going to have to get the reload through, though. And Dizzy is not going to see the one down in mid. And the plant's already gone down. Wow. Dizzy is eventually going to find Juice, however. It's a 3-on-3 as Extinct has taken down Prackham. But Mizu and Panic both with one apiece quickly. And it's all up to Void. He's been spotted out. He's gotten one. He's going to have to go for the reload, though. And why are they not pushing him? Are they sticking the defuse right now? I can't quite see. No, they're going to push him
for the frag.
Oh, they're going to push. Face them together.
Is.
Panic's got the kill. So 10-6. So Legacy do take the pistol round, and I feel like they might be breathing a bit more easier. As I said, if Ground Zero took the pistol round, it's pretty much guaranteed 3 rounds in total for them. So they'll be on 13-5. And that would be a big task, ask for Legacy. However, of course, that doesn't always happen to be the case. But Legacy are looking to take their own 3, make this into a 10-8, which would, on an even playing field, feel a lot more easier for them.
Looking at this, Legacy with the pistol, though. Looking to make use of it with Prackham. Under the scaffolding, picks up 3. Willie KS able to get the frag on Prackham, but it's Dio that helps close out the second round of the half. Legacy now 7-10.
That was filthy with the MP7.
Oh, yeah. Very filthy. It's looking good here for Legacy as they look for the third round in the half, round number 18. And they look to make this an 8-10, only trailing by 2 at the end of this round. Ground Zero on the pistols, Caesars and Deagles as expected. And it's 2 Famus for Legacy. Dizzy and Dioxide using those. It's the push through mid here for Void. Utility out into Con, and he's looking for an angle here, but the smoke going to stop him going any further. Ooh. Panic picks up Juice. Void with the response, and it's Mizu that finds Willie. Void on the flank, though. Picks Mizu up, playing out of the ladder room. Straight into the back, and it's Ground Zero on the B site with control here. Current update on the Atletico Masterminds game, 14-2 in their second map. Looking a little bit rough here for Masterminds. Let's see if they can pull it back as Legacy looks to do the same. Prackham picks up Majestic.
All right, they got the man advantage on the retake now. And, through the smoke, Extinct is going to take down Dizzy. Molly on the bomb as well. And another one for Void. It's on down into the 1v1. Dio's going to have to burn alive.
And he went for it, but 1G in the chat as Void gets the flame kill on Dioxide.
Oh, that's always unfortunate.
We almost need at times Dio has died to flame counter on stream. Almost. Let's keep track of that over the course of today. Ground Zero 11 to Legacy 7 here as they pull it back forward by one more round. And looking at the buys, Prackham stuck on the CZ here. No rifle for him, but Legacy, other than that fact, could still look to take out round number 19.
Indeed, Prackham has been relegated to the CZ. However, he's just going to have to play close and personal.
Just the way he likes it.
Oh, yep.
Gonna leave that one there, Sam.
Sure.
Yep. Let's not take that one further. How are we feeling about Juice with this AWP again? Will he make use of it here in round number 19?
Well, where's he playing at? Over towards B. So, I don't know. It seems like Ground Zero have just spread out, waiting for one of these CTs to get aggressive. They might be expecting a bit more of an eco coming from Legacy here. Because that's the kind of thing you do in an eco, play aggressive, try and get some information and hide around corners like Prackham is doing right here.
Yeah, I like Prackham here on the scaffold waiting that entry to Palace. Willie not pushing. Prackham reload, make sure he's ready for it.
Looks like Ground Zero have decided to group up by A, however. That's where the push is going to come through. Utility is coming out. Willie is going to fall to Prackham's CZ, and Prackham is going to grab himself that AK. Juice through the smoke. He saw the edge, and Prackham's going to get 2 with that salvaged AK. Void is going to take him down with the fire, however, and Dioxide is going to trade back onto Majestic. So 1 on 3 right now for the Juice after a pretty rough buy for Legacy.
Prackham made the most of it, though, with that CZ. That was our main concern leading into this round. And turns out that was their advantage, picking up that initial frag, getting the AK, and then following up with 2 more to get the 3 for round number 19. Looked good for Legacy, and they're now set 8 to Ground Zero's 11.
Yeah, Prackham with a big round there. So, Legacy aren't just falling over and dying after that 10-5 half. They're giving it their best. 11-8 at the moment. The lead is still in Ground Zero's hand. But, you know, it's only 3 rounds. Anything can happen, Counter-Strike.
Certainly can. Yeah, there's the flash out. Dizzy playing from window room, waiting for someone to push up on short here. Void pushing it here. And he's going to spot Dizzy first and gets the frag. Good opening here for Ground Zero.
That was a ballsy play.
He went deep on that one. He was confident, and his aim rang true.
I'm just surprised that Dizzy didn't see him as the smoke was fading.
Dizzy too focused on where his crosshair was.
Yeah,
Getting
he doesn't
ready
have
for
the
frag.
outlines like us, so...
That's it.
But yeah, like that smoke was fading, and a bit unfortunate. Willie has gotten himself into window, though. He's in a bit of a sneaky position, and Dio's got to be very careful of this. I'm sure he's aware that this is a possibility that someone could have been boosted up. And it's pretty much cut some rotation off. Juice is going to slowly make his way on out onto the bomb site.
They do have A control. As Legacy plays back, Dio finds Juice, and it's Willie who's going to peek out. And that shot connects, finding Dioxide. Left with a 4v3 now for Ground Zero. Prackham playing from CT. Smoke out here to prevent the push. Panic will find Willie. Extinct gets the trade. Prackham pushes out, though, and Extinct turns to pick him up as well. Majestic falls to Mizu, and we're left with the 2v1. Mizu goes down to Extinct, who finds 3 on 1 HP, and Ground Zero finds a 12th round.
Right, so Ground Zero's turned for a bit of a rough buy, and they managed to pull it through. They had 2 AKs heading into that one, and I think it was 2 Deagles maybe, and a CZ. Managed to make it work, and you know that's what they've put Legacy on right now. Deagles, CZs, and Prackham on the USPS.
And for the longest time in this series, Dizzy was actually sitting at the top for total kills across these 2 maps. He's looking to bring that back with the frag on Extinct, but Void and Extinct are both gone past now. Void sitting on 47 for the 2 maps, and Dizzy on 44. Just edging past Extinct now. Let's see if Legacy can continue to push this. Dizzy, though, with the tap on Mizu. It's Willie KS that's going to finish him off, pushing through from TV room. He's going to go back, pick up the bomb, and look to take this to a site now and plant.
All right, well, the man advantage is even across the board at the moment. Juice playing at the top of mid. Can't see too much, and looks like the bomb's heading towards A. Juice is probably going to have to rotate around and help his team out. He could be going for that 200 IQ play to look through connector to the A bomb site once the bomb is planted. However, he would have to be very aware of his flanks. We got Prackham under scaffold and Dizzy over to support him. However, Willie is going to open up. Not before Dizzy can find one, but that aim punch is going to throw his aim off, and Void's going to take him down.
Willie on the site now, my friend. He's going to be able to get this plant down. No one playing from CT as of yet. He's waiting. He's playing the patient game here, but this might not pay off for him as Dioxide looks to move up. Bomb will go down. Bomb is planted, and Dio gets the frag, changing this. And the advantage now lies with Dioxide. Flash out, and he will find the kill. Legacy picking up a round win here, makes it 9-12.
Yeah, and that was the rough buy for Legacy. So it almost seems like whichever team's got the rougher buy is going to win the round. It seems to happen so often, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. It's happened several times in this series. And no doubt it'll happen more throughout this weekend.
All right. So, yeah, now ground zero with the rough buy. Galil, CZ, AK, 2 Galils and a UMP. So, you know, they're going to win this one.
Yeah, that's the call. The rough buy wins. You've heard it here first. It's legit strats here at the CGPL champs. 12-9 scoreline, and ground zero looking to get some picks here on B if they can open it up and then commit to the plant. Bomb left back just near the stairs from upper. From unders, I should say. Mizu playing on site here, looking for a frag and finds Extinct. Juice playing there as well. Mizu now going to Incendiary out and prevent the push. Looks for the spray, but nobody there to follow up.
Yep, looks like they're just seeing what they can see, and to be honest, not much except death. Looks like the bomb's going to be collected and head towards A, where 3 members of Ground Zero are. They're going to hope to explode out into the site very soon, maybe when the bomb's a bit closer, actually. But, you know, they're going up against the superior firepower. Majestic hasn't quite seen, however, he has in the end. Just as Prackham's also going to take down Willie. Incendiary's going to come on down. As I think Prackham unintentionally missed that flashbang, but he has found Void. Majestic's trying to thread his way through the fire and the flames, and Mizu's found him. It's all up to Juice, who can't make the Galil work for him. And, you know, finally the rough buy does not win.
Mizu with a 3K, and your strats have been overturned here, Monkey.
Yeah.
As Legacy claws it back to a 2-round deficit, 10-12. Ground zero now on the pistols. Legacy looking to back this up, make it 11, and see if they can take the lead in just the next couple of rounds.
Once again, this is turning into a very close game after a bit of a rough first half for Legacy. They've, you know, almost brought it back. They've won 5 to Legacy. Ground Zero's 2, and Mizu's going to start it off. Panic with one from the fire. Mizu with another, and Panic with another from the fire as well.
Panic on the Incendiaries coming through for 2. Mizu with 3. Another 3K out for Mizu. And that's Legacy making that pistol run for Ground Zero really brief. That eco was rough.
So now it's 6 for 2 in this half. Legacy, yeah, doing a good job of it. Looks like we're going to see Default come out. 3 going to mid control, 1 to Palace, 1 towards B. No one looks to be playing in window at the moment for Legacy, so pretty much mid-control given up. As we are going to see Extinct make his way through unders.
And Dioxide is playing this gun, but he's just been smoked out. Now moving to jungle and through to window room, watching the angle. Willie playing now in the ladder room, might take this up and look for the opportunity to drop in. The CT Incendiary comes out just below him. But he's above that. He's fine. Well off to the side.
All right, well, it looks like Ground Zero have decided that's enough mid-control, guys. Let's head towards A now.
Yeah, they've had their fun.
Yeah.
Dabbled in the middle for a bit.
Yeah, and there's no challenge coming out from Legacy towards mid-control. All they've got is Willie just hiding up in ladder room at the moment. Oh, Prackham playing aggressive down through A main. He's going to get himself 2. Majestic is going to find Dizzy, though, and Majestic's also going to find Prackham as he's trying to retreat off his position. Majestic pushing up is going to fall to Dio, though, as Willie in the window, coming from ladder room is going to find Mizu. 2 on 2 as 30 seconds remain, and the plant will surely be going down.
Dioxide pushing up here on ticket. Extinct Might fall in his crosshairs here. He's playing close to the boxes, though. Smart move. Flash out here for Panic. And Dioxide picking up Extinct as he shows to the flash. Panic will find Willie. And that is the round for Legacy. Started rough, but they've brought it back.
Yeah. Even scoreline now. 12-12. Ground Zero just seem to be having a bit of trouble on the T side, aren't they?
They certainly are. And in comes the tactical pause here in Mirage. We were talking about it last game, Ground Zero. We did have Legacy catch up. Ground Zero needed to keep the momentum flowing, and Legacy just kept stopping it. I think we're seeing a very similar thing here. We need to see Ground Zero pick it back up. And GZ boys carry it on to victory if they want to take this 2-0.
Yep, otherwise we'll be heading to everyone's favourite map, Nuke.
Oh, everyone loves Nuke.
Oh, yep.
Love it. T-Ball's favourite map, in fact.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody loves a nuke.
Yeah, they have been talking about recently about taking it out of the map pool and, bringing Dust 2 back in, the new upgraded Dust 2.
Don't do it.
Don't do it?
Nah.
Oh.
Leave Nuke in.
The thing is, Nuke has never played in a best of one.
Never.
Never. Like, it's that kind of map that, it's not a favourite of some teams, and, they only play it if they have to.
That's it. There was a period where Chiefs were smashing it on Nuke. And no one wanted to play Chiefs on Nuke. That was good fun, CGPL winter. And now with round number 25 underway, equal scoreline, 12 rounds each. Legacy looking to launch forward into the lead now as Ground Zero's on the pistols yet again. This time only one deagle for Void. Dioxide picks up Willie. Juice, the jumping taps
going for
to
those
Dizzy.
Highlights.
That's it. He wants that highlight reel, that trick shot. It's Extinct that finds Panic though. And Praken will trade it straight back. Void playing from ramp. Dioxide finds Juice finally. And it's the two members on site. Majestic goes down to Praken. Void quickly answers, but Dioxide will trade it straight back for the Legacy round win.
All right, so Legacy in the lead.
They certainly are. 13-12. They've brought it back. One round. How are you feeling, though, Monkey? Are Legacy going to take this one out, force us to a third map?
It'd just be CGPL if we did.
It certainly would.
It wouldn't be CGPL if we didn't. That's probably the better off way of putting it.
I mean, you remember spring? You had quite a long day.
Yep.
Down into the depths of delirium, as you phrased it.
Yeah.
Let's see if Legacy can start us off that way with this matchup. Dioxide playing the close angle here for ramp.
Yep, and we've only got Juice over towards B. That's a bit of a strange spot to put you up. While the rest of the members of Ground Zero are grouping up by A. Looks like we've got Willie falling off that as well. 3 members now. Bombs all the way in Palace. Juice is going to open it up, though. That is Mizu going down, trying to maybe pull one of these members away from A. However, they still have 3 here, as Willie has also made his way over here.
We're seeing Panic pushing towards the van slowly. He's looking to get an angle on the apps. See if he can pick out something on Juice. And the rotate from Ground Zero looking for B, and Juice will find Dizzy here. So hasn't seen Panic hit at van, but is aware of that angle, needs to be careful. He's going to go for the wall bang, and it's all too close to Panic. Will not connect. Juice opening up this B site. Legacy holding strong on A with Dio and Prackham. They don't want to give that up yet. And in comes the utility, so we will see the rotate come through. Panic playing from van, picks up Juice finally, but Extinct trades it out. And we're left with a 4v2 as Prackham and Dio rotate from A. Will they rotate? I think they are. They're splitting.
Oh, yep. I was going to say maybe the save. However, it doesn't look like it.
Time to dig deep, boys, and push this to 14-12. They don't want to give this up for the tie. Looks like this could still be a save, though. Just looking for exits instead now.
That looks to be the case.
I think that's the good compromise, my friend.
Especially because Ground Zero's economy is not going to be fantastic at the moment. Of course. Oh, was that just a one tap I just heard?
I think so. Brackham taps.
Oh, and Willie's going to also go down. No, he's not.
Ooh. Willie KS picks up Dioxide on the end there. I thought Dio might have had that, but if Willie fell, Dio still would have been traded out. And Ground Zero to even the scoreline yet again. Some tight CS. Both of these maps. It's been great.
Right. The buy is going to come out for Legacy, though. They're not relegated to pistols just yet. All the utility that Ground Zero could want, however. Right, so it looks like Juice has decided I'm going B with the AWP once again.
Well, he made good use of it last time.
Oh, what is this position from Dizzy?
Dizzy's playing from on bench, I think.
He's been boosted up.
Yeah,
there we
boost. That's it. He got the boost from Mizu there. They've been playing the boost. They used it a lot on overpass, and now one's really paid off here in the defense of B. Legacy do need to rotate back to A, though, as ground zero. They allowed Juice to just pull so much aggro to that B site, and it baited Legacy over. Dizzy picks up a stink panic on Majestic, and Void goes to pick one up, but Mizu too quick on the trigger. We're left with Willie, and Legacy on this retake is looking strong. Willie goes for one, but Panic is going to get the frag, and Legacy push forward yet again.
All right.
Boom, second fist bump on stream.
Yep, nice.
There it is.
Get it in, boys. So Legacy looking to close this one out. We can still afford a buy on the side of ground zero, of course. It's going to be a bit average, though, so they might decide to save it and go for the overtime play. Looks like pistols getting tossed all around and an AWP. Okay.
Okay, so Juice on the AWP here.
He's like, I can make stuff happen towards this beat. No, he's going A this time.
He's playing down on ramp, looking to make A his. As we see ground zero, some pushing unders here, looking for the mid control. Didn't want to push it from top of mid with those CZs. They're going to get up close. Majestic playing in apps here. Smoke out. He's playing that close high angle. Dizzy with the AWP, waiting for someone to push him from unders. Extinct gave Void the boost so he can get up there in the corner. He's watching window room, but Dizzy does not want to move. Staying focused here.
It's just those angles. Just a slight movement, and it will be looking at a different story here. Smoke's going to come out, though. That's going to cause Dizzy to retreat. No point holding the angle through the smoke. And Prackham is going to open up. That's Juice. That's the AWP that they purchased into this round going down.
Certainly is. Not going to make use of that. Mizu going to flash himself in. Majestic goes down. Mizu only taking a little bit of damage. It's Void, though, that picks up Dizzy. And that will be an AWP in his hands. Extinct grabs Prackham, but Dioxide going to trade it straight back. Dio looking for Willie as well. Willie gets the shot, though, and it's now a 2v2. Ground zero could very well bring this to 14-14.
Ooh. But now there's two coming from Connector. Void's going to have to hope for a miracle, but a miracle is not coming his way. If he got the one, the second would be there to face him almost immediately. No chance for the reshot, and it was a bit of a half fist bump.
Yeah, I mean, we got there a little bit in time. We saw the end of that, and and we're getting ready here for potentially the final round. If Legacy can take this one in. Legacy 15 to ground zero's 13. And the buy for Legacy looking good. AWP on Dizzy. M4's all round and plenty of utility. If they can simply hold sights against ground zero, this one is theirs.
Yeah, and cause ground zero purchased that AWP last round, Majestic's going to be on the CZ. Juice still on the AWP, however. Flashbang is completely blinded Void over by mid, and Willie's just going to waltz right up Connector. He's all the way at the top, seeing what he can get going from there.
Slow play into the round yet again as both teams look for picks before opening wide. We see ground zero positioning all three entrances to the A site, and it looks like they're going to be looking to execute here. Prackham with Incendiary out. Doesn't quite bounce the way I think he wanted. He wanted it back towards ramp, but he will go up the scaff looking for a frag from Palace. Willie checking angles here. Checks jungle. Nobody there. And Juice looking on the push. Does get a tag out. Prackham down now as Void finishes him off. Dizzy watching for stairs here from Ticket. Majestic looking to push out, and he will get the plant here. Dio playing from CT, not going to push out. Majestic drops back and grabs the M4 from Prackham.
How is that plant allowed?
Yeah, I know. They've walked into the site, and it has been almost free for ground zero.
Maybe a bit of the pressure's getting to Legacy. It's a 4-on-5 bomb planted. 4-on-4, though, as Dizzy's opened up, but Void will take down Mizu. Void with a triple, in fact, before he's traded back. And Dizzy, the last remaining one, will go down. This one's going all the way to the wire as well. We might see 30 rounds again, or we might see even more.
We might. Legacy, if they take this out, will take out the map 16-14. They're in the position that Ground Zero was in last game. Legacy, a bit of a all over the place buy here as Prackham and Dio are on CZs, but Ground Zero in full force. Utility, the AWP on Juice. He suffers a little on the utility end and no helmet, but if you can put that AWP to use, get some frags, we could see this head to OT.
Right then. Extinct gonna start it off. That's Mizu going down in window. We got 3 stacked towards A and just the 1 on B for Ground Zero. Extinct went low for that, actually. I didn't realise. Wow, 8 HP remaining on him. Majestic also with another one. 5 on 3, 5 on 2. Overtime is looking more and more likely as the bomb will be planted. Just got Panic coming from CT and also Dizzy coming from short. Dizzy has found one, so it's 2 on 3 now. The bomb's ticking away and the Ground Zero members are playing this from range. Panic tapped the bomb. Juice is going to face but can't quite land the shot, and he's going to go low as he had to step in the molly to take that peek. Willie is going to find Dizzy. Juice is going to find Panic, and we're going to overtime.
We certainly are. Ground Zero have made it go the distance, and they're pushing even further. Looking to take this series 2-0, not letting Legacy go away easily with the map win on Mirage. Legacy feeling it here, and let's see if they can bring it back in overtime, force this to a third map. I'm feeling it for Ground Zero here. I really am.
You know what else I'm feeling?
What's that?
The heat. Yeah. Oh, it is boiling in Adelaide today.
Adelaide is suffering under the sun. But we do have the air conditioner helping out immensely. Nick has posted up right next to that. He's feeling cool. And we come in
drag
here.
My chair too.
Yeah, look, maybe we'll move the casting desk to just in front of it. Overtime coming through here.
You know what we should do? We should get tons of our adoring fans to just, get those big fans and just fan us from behind.
Yeah, because we have those adoring fans to fan us. look at them all, he says. Look at those. And OT will be starting in just a moment as the players get ready. Talk about strats. Get hydrated, we see on G0. If you can see just cheeky down there, bottom left, that massive 8-pack of bottles. The series summary. Look at this. Coming up here to cover Legacy against G0. And Void currently leading the pack in terms of total kills for the series. He's dropped 30 on Mirage, 55 total.
Ooh.
And just behind him is Dizzy on 51. Like I said earlier, Dizzy was ahead of the pack until this map. Even for a majority of the rounds here on Mirage, he was leading.
So yeah, Ground Zero must be really happy with their pickup in Void then.
Oh yeah, Void doing very well coming in for Insanity.
Yep.
He certainly is, and we're back on camera. Hello. Turns out Overtime's had a little bit of a delay as teams get ready and get hydrated in this hot South Australian weather as well. So stay fluid up, hydrate, and hopefully we'll get some frags out on camera soon. What do you think, though? What are we going to see coming into this overtime? How's it going to start first round? You don't want to commit. I feel it. I
reckon we're going to see someone go for one of those ballsy plays. Mm-hmm. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see one of those CTs just jump straight down into mid and walk all the way up.
Yep.
That's the kind, overtime, I reckon, is the time when you have to make those kind of plays.
And pull out all the stops.
Yeah, just go for something they don't expect. And, it's at that point that your opponents are going to be a bit nervous, a bit worried. And, they might start forgetting things like, be careful of someone pushing up mid and something like that.
It's always the trade-off you make when you go into overtime. The pressure builds, and you run the risk of playing too defensively, especially obviously on the CT side. That, of course, you don't push, you don't punish when you have the opportunities because you don't want to risk dropping those frags. So if we can see some metered aggression out of the CT side from both of these teams in this overtime, I think it'll go well. Ultimately, for me, it's going to come down to how they execute on the T sides. The T sides have been the struggle here. We saw Ground Zero had a very, very strong CT legacy, able to bring it back the same. So if the T sides can execute, bring on overtime. Yeah,
and I suppose also every team has seemed to be favouring A massively, but their A hit has just been
it's a technical term.
Yeah.
I tend to agree as well. I think that when we've seen the T's get onto the B side, it's been a lot stronger.
Yeah.
However,
it's just harder to get into B, but
that's it.
It's just they've tried to go for A. I suppose we've also seen Deduce trying to play aggressive solo with the AWP, which has had mixed results as well. So
Dizzy and Juice behind the wall. Dizzy watching the angle, but Juice is not going to peek here after the flash and the incendiary. We've got Void and Willie playing from the top of mid. Looking to push down. Single AWP here for ground zero. Not going the double AWP. Willie playing with the AK. Dizzy manages to get the drop on Juice. Mizu gets flashed out as Willie pushes around the corner here. Mizu looking for Void. Panic picks up Willie. And this is looking good for Legacy. The first two here in overtime round number 1.
Right, well, Void has made his way into ladder room, and Panic has taken down Extinct at the same time. Void finally finds Panic. Majestic will find one. However, he's going to have to try and see what he can do in a 1-on-3. Answer is not much, as that is Legacy taking the first one. And, I suppose we've seen this trend continue. CTs are really bossing this map.
They certainly are. And Legacy a solid start.
I always thought Mirage was more CT-sided, but... sorry, more T-sided.
We've seen it. See, I prefer the CT myself for Mirage.
Yeah.
I like the angles.
Mirage is like my favourite map, I reckon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Gonna put that out there?
Yeah.
I tend to agree. Mirage or Cache. Cache is a good map. But Cache was banned out last by Legacy in the decider here, whether we go Nuke third map or Cache. So Legacy hoping to take us to Nuke.
Ooh.
Dizzy picking up Majestic here is a good start on the second round of overtime number 1. Willie pushing on short here. Extinct finds Dio. Willie gets Mizu, but it's Prackham picking up 2. Void and Extinct. Juice picks up Dizzy in his 1v3 clutch attempt. He's going to rotate back with the bomb here. The stack on A, and maybe Juice can make it to B.
That was just a waterfall of frags coming down in the kill feed.
Well, it's rained all over us.
Yeah.
Panic making it to B, though, my friend.
Yeah,
Just
well...
watching from market.
See, I suppose the CTs have the decision. Do they stay together and then, if he goes to the other bomb site, just push him for the trade? Or do they split up and hope that one can win the 1v1 when it comes to it? It's, I suppose it just comes down to how they're feeling at the moment and how they want to play it. And I suppose Panic is posted up in market, so when he decides to rotate, or if he decides to rotate, he can do it a lot faster.
He won't need to rotate now, though, because Juice is pushing out onto the B site. Panic right near him, watching the door back to CT. Juice,
he heard the scope.
He's heard him now. And it's going to be Juice looking for it, but Panic picks up the frag as Juice misses the shot, and Legacy wins yet another round in overtime. They've taken the first 2, and this is the last round of the CT half in OT for Legacy.
And we're going to have to see another poor buy coming out for ground zero, so... they're going to go for A, right? So they've tried... Well, they tried it last round to not much success, a waterfall of frags, as we so say. And it looks like what they're setting up for now is what I like to call the waterfall, where you just jump out of Palace altogether. Waterfall out of Palace.
That's it. The reigning tease.
Here we go. Dio's opened up, though. Onto Majestic. They have managed to make their way onto the site.
Ooh.
However, Dio's also going to find the shoulder of Juice, take him on down. 5-on-3 has been flashed out, and the Molly's going to force him up. Void's gotten 1. Void's gotten 2, but Void's gone down to Prackham. Extinct in the 1-on-2 with the UMP, and he's not going to last long as Mizu is going to take him down from the side. That is Legacy winning the first 3 rounds of their overtime as they're on the switch now.
Now ground zero heading to the CT side here in OT. I'm thinking this is going to be close. Legacy really has to push this if they want to take it over.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see double OT. As soon as someone wins 1 on the T side, I reckon that's the game.
You reckon? That's going to be win condition here for Legacy. Just jag 1. All they need. As we see the Legacy boys preparing in break time in overtime as we swap sides. And Dizzy having a bit of a giggle. I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, they got a few smiles on their faces.
Good to see. I mean, after we saw this forced to overtime, the Legacy boys didn't look too happy. But now smiles all around. I think it's better for the Legacy camp.
Well, double AWP on the side of ground zero. Heavy investments to start off with. Could affect them negatively later on if they're not too careful. But as we've said, 1 on the T side is pretty much the game. Well, just one for Legacy is the game, isn't it?
That is the game, that's right. If they force this any further, that's the determinant. Legacy just needs to jag that one. 19 is win condition in overtime number 1. And Dizzy picking up Void is a good start for that, but Juice responds with the pick on Prackham. Orps both still up. Juice and Willie KS running double Orp here. And Extinct finds Dioxide. Moves back and Mizu with the push. Trades him out. Panic now on the A site, playing at Firebox. Dizzy watching the angle through short for Ticket, but nobody playing up on there yet. A site is under control. Majestic playing on the entry to window.
All right. Oh. He's just seen Willie KS. Dizzy has, and he is going to get the shot onto him. Puts it into a 2-on-3. Majestic and Juice are going to have to dig deep. However, Majestic with a quick double. He has turned this round into the favour of Ground Zero. And Mizu, does he want to win this for his team right here, right now? He's going to have to clutch out this 1-on-2. He does have the bomb on hand, and he is going to make his way onto A site. However, he's probably going to want to make sure he's covered from all angles first, but no, Majestic is going to find the frag. And Ground Zero is surviving it for another round. They're going to string 2 more together if they want to take this to OT number 2.
And Majestic with that 3K grabs an AWP to bring into this round and swap out for balance. So they will have over on Ground Zero 2 AWPs yet again, it seems. Yes, there we go. Juice picking one up. And Willie. Majestic with that 3K carrying the round for Ground Zero. Legacy still just need 1 out of the next 2 to take this map. Ground Zero looking to stop that and push for a second overtime here because, of course, this is match point for Ground Zero. If they take this away, they will win the series.
All right, great incendiary there to force the T's back. However, Mizu will find Extinct as he goes looking. Void has gotten himself some nice control. Another flash is going to come on out. Void is going to hit his 35th kill. Smoke's also going to come on out as he's seen Prackham and he's decided to fall back. Great game sense to spray back through the smoke behind him, aware that someone might be there. However, he's going to peek Dizzy and go down to his AWP. 4-on-3 now. Ground Zero are going to have to dig deep once again.
Juice moving back here, back towards CT. The flash comes out. Juice prepared for someone to push Smoke to get on the site, but nobody there as Legacy rotates around back towards Apps, and they're going to look for B here. They will be met by Willie and Majestic. If Majestic rotates, Majestic in the window room. He's looking for jungle here, so it's just going to be Willie on short. Dioxide pushing here, and Dioxide gets the advantage on Majestic, making noise. Juice looks for the frag and misses the shot. Flash out here. Dio flashing himself in, looking for the pick. Juice goes down. And we're left with Willie versus 4. This is looking good for Legacy to take this out and force us to the 3rd map.
Yep, and Willie just has no idea where to go. He's practically surrounded at the moment. And he's going down. So
and Dizzy finishes it off for us. Amazing shot from the van through market window. And